That is another classic view of the Enterprise. Hi, it's Glenn, and today I'm going to show you something really special. It's Tomy's 1/350th Star Trek Starship Enterprise NCC 1701, the motion picture Enterprise. Okay, just so you can see it, all very nicely taped. Okay, let's see what's in the box. Off comes the top. Oh, wow. Very careful. Very, very carefully. Wow, that's heavy. That is one heavy starship. Ah, nice. Just giving you a first look at this. There's some fun stuff in here. I'll show that to you in a minute. I like the way that it's angled slightly downward. Wow, it looks fantastic. Just look at the detailing. This is a first look. I cannot wait to light this all up. Oh, I just put in these supports for the saucer section. It looks pretty solid even without the supports, but I guess if they put them here, then it's needed. Okay, the hangar bay has a door here. I guess it just fits in like that. That's the blue nacelles. All right, these are the purple ones. I like the way they fade to blue when you tap them off. I'm going to try to show you the Arboretum. This is the Arboretum. You can see the trees behind the glass. You can see inside here there are trees. Here's the Enterprise with the purple nacelles. You can change the color by tapping 3 times. And now they're blue. The detailing on this model is incredible. One other thing I like about how the lights turn off is that they turn off very slowly. Okay, check out this startup sequence. Now, when you look at the deflector dish, you can see that it has a slight coppery color, reminiscent of the original series Enterprise. Now, if you press this button again, the deflector light turns blue. Press it again, the warp nacelles turn on. Let's look at the impulse reactor. Here's one thing to see here, the lights over the NCC 1701. That light is actually coming from inside the nacelle. So this lighting effect gives the impression that a spotlight is being shone on it, but in fact the light is coming from the inside of the nacelle. Okay, the nacelles are blue. Press it 3 times, they turn purple. The color that was briefly seen in the motion picture, and it may have been seen in Wrath of Khan as well, but I don't think it showed up again until Undiscovered Country and the Enterprise A, but I'm not sure about that. The one thing to notice is that the nacelles in the daylight, when they're not lit up, they do have a slight purple cast to them. When you first turn on the reactor light, it's red or orange, and you can see the orange in the back here too. And you press this button again, it turns off. Press the button again. Okay, the nacelles are still purple, but 1, 2, 3. Press the button 3 times, they turn blue. So some other nifty things about this. I think this is the officer's lounge. And if you look carefully, you can just about see that there's actually some detailing inside there. It's hard to see. It's actually a lot easier to see in person, but it's hard to see, to show on the camera. This is classic view. There is the detailing of the decals and the bridge. Really fantastic lighting effects. The blinking lights on the nacelles are blinking at a different rate than other places. And then you can see the navigation lights as well. That is another classic view of the Enterprise. So here is the shuttle bay. So I've removed the shuttle bay doors. Let's see inside here. You can see the detail is fantastic even inside. You've got lights in the ceilings, and you've got all sorts of detail in here. Just a fantastic job that they did in here. So they've got some lighting effects for the phaser and torpedo firing. Tap it 3 times. So while that's happening down there, this is happening up here. I also want to show you the Surak, which is Spock's shuttle. Okay, so these two pieces come together, the shuttlecraft and the, I guess it's the long range, the warp nacelles. Here's the docking ring behind the bridge. This is the docking port that Spock's shuttle docks at. There you can see a better view of the officer's lounge. The shuttle pod fits into the docking ring behind the bridge, just like that. The other thing I want to show you is the Aztecing. I'm going to shine a flashlight just across here, and then you will be able to see it. And this beautiful Aztecing is all over the starship. So you can look at it here too, and you can see the detailing. There it is. And here too. And you can see the Aztecing as I move across the strut here. Here is a beautiful Starfleet insignia. There's a lot of detailing on this ship. Tons. Wow, what did you think? For me, there's so much I love about this model. The fit and finish are spectacular. The decals are amazing. They're very clean and clear cut. The Aztecing and the colors are fantastic. If you look at this from the side, you can see all the little patterns. There's little bits of gray and blue and green and pink, and it's just fantastic. They did a fantastic job of putting the Aztecing together on this ship. The lighting, I love the way the lighting goes on. It's a very staggered way of coming on and off. I love the glow of the main deflector dish. It starts off with this beautiful orangey coppery color that is reminiscent of the original series Enterprise, and then it turns blue with when in warp mode. Also, the impulse reactor has a lovely orangey red when in impulse mode, and then it turns blue. The engines are also red. I just love that. And the nacelles, of course, the nacelles are that lovely blue color in warp mode, but also they can be turned to purple, which is fantastic and is a callback to the movie. I love the detail on the interior parts of the ship that you can see through windows. The officer's lounge is fantastic. The Arboretum was a nice, really nice touch where you could look in and you can actually see if you look carefully. It doesn't show up very well on camera, but if you look in, you can see little trees in there. And the shuttle bay. The shuttle bay is fantastic. You can look right in. There's so much detail, completely unexpected. Spock's shuttle was actually another thing that was fantastic. And that was really a nice bonus. Overall, the finish of this Enterprise was fantastic. I didn't expect it to be this good. I really don't see any flaws in it. I love the firing effects, the photon torpedo effects, and the phaser effects. Overall, it was a great decision to get this model from Tomy, and I am looking forward to what they come up with in the future. If you like my show and tell of the Starship Enterprise, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. That will help me reach more people with this type of content. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy adventures.